Okay. Hi, welcome back. I'm eating french fries from Garland Cafe. And if Garland Cafe wants to sponsor me, you are more than welcome to. I eat there more than I need to be. But I am in my kitchen. I have a little peanut butter jar holding my phone up. And it's not the best angle, but it'll do because I say so, I don't know. But today's video is about receiving feedback, positive or negative, and what you do and how I, me as a person, take it and what I do with this feedback. So, I'm not fair. Okay, so even if I don't like it, I still end up doing what I'm told because you kind of just learn how to do that living with parents. They tell you to do something and you're just like, I guess. And you do it. Or you don't. Sometimes I don't. And there's consequences. They will let you know that there's consequences. I've lived through consequences. But for me this week, I have gone to work. I have been dog sitting because I love dogs. I do. Anyways, and I have done a photo shoot that was super pretty. It was super good. I loved every second of it. But one example I can give for you, one example of feedback that I can give to you is receiving feedback. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. Okay, I'll just say it. So the people, my client, I was taking a photo shoot of them, and they said I want to take my picture over here. I didn't agree with them, but they're the clients. I'm supposed to be making them happy. The pictures are not initially for me, it's for them. It's to get business, really. My kitchen's dirty. But, so when the clients tell me I want my picture taken here, I'm gonna do it because whether or not I think it's gonna be a good picture, I'm gonna do it because they want it. Even if it doesn't turn out right, they're still gonna get what they want. Cause they'll be like, take my picture right here, and maybe the sun's not facing them correctly. They don't have a good angle, whatever. I don't have a good angle, but when they see that picture, they'll be like, oh, maybe that wasn't a good idea. But they won't have any regrets. I won't have any regrets as the photographer. So that is kind of one way of getting feedback and reflecting, and then, it's like, that's a really good example to me because even if I didn't take the picture because I felt like it was gonna be not a good thing, I would have regrets not taking it because the pictures aren't for me. It's for my clients. My cousin will be like, "Oh, I thought you took a picture here," and I'll be like, "But you know what I mean? I heard what they were saying. I might have not agreed with them, but I took what they were saying. I heard them. I listened to them, and I did what they were asking me to." Well, they weren't really yeah, they were asking me to. Yeah. I can't think of a better way of going to work, hearing people what they want, and giving it to them. I can give them negative feedback or positive feedback, just like they can give me negative feedback and positive feedback. Which I got positive feedback because I did a good job. I did my job well. I heard what my clients wanted to hear. I heard what my clients were telling me. Not necessarily what I wanted to hear, because when you're working with other people, sometimes you want, your clients to be kind of critical because you want to be able to learn from that. If your clients are, for me as a photographer, if my clients were always telling me, oh, your pictures are so good, okay, that's great, but like, what can I do to be even better? So I would want feedback from them. And I ask after the photo shoot, after I give them pictures, after, they say, okay, great, thank you so much. I'd be like, what can I do to have made my photography, your experience of dealing with the photographer better, I should say, is pretty much the gist of it. And I don't know if I'm on topic because I can hardly stay on topic, but as a photographer, that is kind of what you go through. Asking for feedback, asking what you can do, listening to your clients. And when I'm working with the children, it's just, you do what you're told. You don't really get a question about it, especially when there's other people involved. People who can't really take care of themselves as much as adults can. And you hear what you're supposed to do, you reflect on it, you think it through, and you do it. I could, be like, hell no, and not do it, and then get another paychecks. And that is not the life I want to live. So, there it is. That is the week. Most of my weeks are like that. Okay, so I go to work, I find new clients to take pictures of, I edit the photos, I go to work, I cook, I clean, I help out in the house. And also when I cook and clean, I want feedback. Negative, positive. My dad can say, what is this? This is trash. Or I would want to hear, this is super great, make it again. For another time. Those are both super, super helpful. Those are super, super good to hear. Having your food be called trash, that's not super, super good. I don't want that. But it gives me a chance to, be able to grow my cooking skills, practice, learn more. Because I guess one other example would be someone telling you you're ugly. And one way you can respond is, no, you're freaking ugly. What are you even talking about? You don't even know me. Or you can be like, thank you for your input. That was a waste of breath. Or you can be like, okay, what can I do to make myself look better? Because this is ugly. This is my feedback. That my hair's ugly. But my makeup was good. I did pretty good. You can't really see it, but I did good. You can just believe me. Oh crap, I got off topic. Okay, I gave myself, we'll just move on. I gave myself feedback. I hate my hair, but I'm not going to fix it. That's feedback because I know what my hair looks like. I have opinions about my hair. It's up to me whether or not I fix it or not, which I decided not to. And my makeup is positive feedback. I did really good. That boosts my self-esteem of being able to do my makeup really well. This video wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. My first video was over-edited, long, choppy, and that's also kind of why. That was also feedback because I did not like my first video. I said some really good stuff, but the looks of it was pretty weird. It was over-filtered. How many filters do you need? I gave myself like 3, I think. Why? I don't know, but that's why I decided not to edit my videos. probably be a bad idea. But you never know until you try. And I'm trying. And I don't think this was a good video. Because I'm eating. And there's about a lot of noise in my house. But there's really nowhere else I can go except for my invisible watch. I'm about to go to work soon. So it feedback isn't just what you hear from other people. That's the definition, but it's not just that. It's also how you want to hear it. There's positive and there's negative. Each one will help you grow, whether or not you like it or not. Wait, whether or not you like it or not. Does that make sense? That's a saying. Yeah, that's a saying. English is not my first language. Don't come after me. But I would just like to say that whether or not you have heard feedback that you like, you can ignore it or you can. Okay, so what I was saying before I got cut off by myself, feedback will either make you or break you, and that is up to you. There's no one else can make the decision for you. And yeah, that's the only advice that anyone can probably give you.